Match day 25 did me dirty and a bunch of people on the nerdy soccer table dirty. It was midweek matchups as usual all over the place. For the nerdy soccer table, Let's Go Crew staying in that number one spot with 33 points, barely holding on with those midweek matches. Samuel and Sam there in second place with Joey Betts and with 32 points. And coming in that fifth spot, we have Jerry G. If you want to get involved, QR code is there on the screen. There's always 3 matches each match day for you to pick from to see if you can get the predictions right, climb the leaderboard, see if you can get into that top 5, finish in that first place spot. But yeah, match day 25 was just not good for a lot of us making predictions here on the channel. So let's jump into match day 26 and see what we can do this match day. Kicking us off, we have the New York Red Bulls versus Inter Miami. Currently, the Red Bulls 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches, where Inter Miami 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome is a 2-2 draw there at Red Bull Arena. The Red Bulls are coming off of a big victory in the midweek against the Revs, which was only one of the few games that I got right, but nowhere near what the scoreline was. 5-3 over the Revs. And then Inter Miami go on the road and lose at TQL Stadium 3-0. Cincinnati looked very good against Inter Miami. The win probability in this one is in favor of Inter Miami at 41% and 37% there for Red Bulls at home. The Red Bulls, though, are looking good at home, currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak, 4 wins and a draw, where Inter Miami on the road, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. This one, I went back and forth on. Inter Miami are definitely the better side. I thought Inter Miami were better than Cincinnati. Maybe, maybe not. A lot of travel here for Inter Miami, kind of. Red Bulls get to stay at home from the midweek to this week, and they only went to Philadelphia the match day before. Inter Miami home to Cincinnati, now over to New York, which isn't a huge travel either. But I think I'm going to go with the expected outcome on this one. Inter Miami are definitely going to bounce back from this. It was kind of embarrassing. They did not look good at all. I think that they are still one of the best teams in the league. And I think that they're going to go on the road here and get a point. This match ends in a 2-2 draw there in New York. Next up, we have Columbus Crew versus DC United. Currently, Columbus Crew 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. DC United a draw and 4 losses in their last 5 matches. DC still not looking good. Maybe the new manager will start to turn things around for him, but at this time, this season's just really a wash, right? The expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory for the home side for the Crew, with a 68% win probability for the Crew and only a 13% chance for DC United. Columbus are coming off of a loss against Nashville SC 3-0, but before that they went on the road and won Hell is Real. So maybe did they exert too much energy in that last weekend's matchup, and then this midweek just decided not to show up maybe. DC United coming off of a loss on the road to Charlotte 2-1. Columbus, though, looking really good at home, currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak, a 3-match winning streak there at home, where DC United are on a 3-match losing streak there on the road. Not much for me to say about DC United, but Columbus Crew, I also think, is one of the best teams in the league. Yes, they lost to Nashville, but Nashville has shown that they are a very good side now here in MLS. So, and then coming off a road victory against Cincinnati and playing against Seattle before that. So they've had 3 really tough games. This is a good game for them to gain more confidence back after that 3-0 loss against Nashville. And I think that the expected outcome is correct, as in Columbus win, but I actually think that they're going to win this match 3-1 over DC United. Next up, we go to CF Montreal versus Chicago Fire. Montreal currently 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Chicago Fire a win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome, though, is pointing in favor of Chicago Fire, which they are pretty decent there on the road. CF Montreal still only have 1 win at home so far this season. The expected win probability in this one is 67% in favor of Chicago Fire and only a 15% chance for CF Montreal there at home. which is really hard to believe for Montreal, but they are just not having a season. Currently in their last 5 matches, they're at home 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses, where Chicago Fire on the road 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Montreal are coming off of a road loss there in the midweek, where Chicago Fire are coming off of a draw on the road there in the midweek. Montreal, until they can show me something else, I cannot go with Montreal. I just don't see them performing well. Yes, they're going to get a couple more wins this season, but I think that's about it. Chicago Fire like scoring goals on the road. Right now, currently, they are averaging 2.8 goals there on the road. And I think I'm going to go with the expected outcome of this. I think Chicago Fire go on the road, get the job done, and win that match 2-1 over Montreal. Now, we head down south for a rivalry match. That is Atlanta United versus Charlotte FC. Currently, Atlanta United, 3 draws and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 3-match unbeaten streak. Charlotte, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 2-match winning streak, a 3-match unbeaten streak as well. The expected outcome is in favor of the away side, 2-1 for Charlotte FC with a 56% win probability. Atlanta only a 23% win probability in this one. Atlanta, though, at home, currently 3 wins, 2 draws, and a loss, where Charlotte on the road are a win and 4 losses, currently on a 3-match losing streak. And those 3 teams that they have lost to on the road are Chicago Fire, Sporting Kansas City, and the Philadelphia Union, where Atlanta, their last 3 home matches were against Chicago Fire, Orlando City, and FC Cincinnati, where they did beat FC Cincinnati 4-2. This is going to be a good matchup. I think that Charlotte are a really good side. Currently, their away form is not great. They've only won 2 on the road so far this season and lost 9. But I think Charlotte are the better side. Atlanta are still not showing what they could be. Maybe we're getting a little bit glimpses, but the last 2 games we've gotten very lucky getting a draw. It's come in the late stages of the matches. Chicago Fire, and then even Toronto. Toronto was pretty much the last play of the game, and it was a penalty. And it also could have been saved, and Latte Loth got lucky, and it went in. So, with that being said, Atlanta are finding a way to get results recently to get that point. So, I think Charlotte are going to go on the road here and get a point, and I think this match ends in a 2-2 draw there at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Staying there in the Eastern Conference, we have the New England Revs versus Orlando City. Currently, the Revs, 2 draws and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Kind of let me down right now. I think I've picked them a handful of times to win, and they have done me dirty. Orlando City, a win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is in favor of the away side with a 2-1 victory for Orlando, and a 48% win probability in favor of Orlando, with only a 28% for the Revs. The Revs are coming off of that 5-3 loss on the road against the Red Bulls in the midweek, where Orlando City let one slide and go at home against NYCFC 2-1, losing that match. Right now, the Revs at home not looking that great in their last 5 with 2 draws and 3 losses, where Orlando City have 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 road matches. I really think that Orlando's the better side here, but at the same time, the Revs, I feel like they could turn it around a little bit. They looked good, they looked bad, looked good, and now they're looking bad again. They need to make those changes back to what they were whenever they were doing good to get back on track here, but I don't think it happens in this one. And I don't think Orlando win this one. I think Orlando goes on the road, gets the point there in New England, and this match ends in a 1-1 draw. Next up, we head out west for Seattle Sounders versus San Jose Earthquakes. Currently, Seattle, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. The Earthquakes, 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-2 draw there at Lumen Field, but a win probability favoring the away side at 40%, but a very close 38% for Seattle to win this one, but only a 22% win probability, draw probability in this one. Seattle at home currently 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Currently on a 3-match unbeaten streak there at Lumen Field, where the Earthquakes on the road 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5. The last time that these two teams played, it did end in a 2-2 draw there at Lumen Field. The last time that they played at Lumen Field, there could have been a match in San Jose before this. I like what Seattle's doing. I have said right now, each time that I have said that whenever I started saying that they were going to do better because the Club World Cup and stuff is over, they have yet to lose on a 4-match unbeaten streak. San Jose, I want to see them scoring again. They're kind of just not 1, maybe 2. Got to give a shout out to my boy Joseph Martinez. He got the man of the match, got a goal last match, and I said in the video I would love to see it, and he did it. So I'd love to see him get another one here. We'll see. Maybe I don't want to get I don't want to get overly confident, or I don't want to jinx them. Let's just say that. Seattle Sounders are a good side, and I think that they're going to continue. I think they're going to continue to play well. Yes, San Jose can score goals, but currently in their last 5, they're only averaging 1.9 on the road. Where at home, Seattle is averaging 1.8, so kind of with that and everything else, that's why the expected goal is 2-2. But I think Seattle's going to get the job done here at home. I'm going to continue to ride this wave with Seattle Sounders and continue to pick them until they decide to lose. I just think Seattle is going to be tough to beat. So I think that they get the job done there at home and win this match 2-1 over the Earthquakes. Now, that leads us into Real Salt Lake versus FC Cincinnati. Currently, Real Salt Lake 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak and a 4-match winning streak. Actually, I said that wrong. A 3-match winning streak. I think that will surprise a lot of people. That is very surprising for Real Salt Lake, but I like it. I like what Diego Luna and company are doing there for Real Salt Lake. FC Cincinnati currently 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 1-1 draw there in Salt Lake, but a 47% win probability in favor of Cincinnati, which I can completely understand because Cincinnati have done very well this season. 26% win probability in favor of Real Salt Lake. Currently, Real Salt Lake 8 wins, 4 draws, and 10 losses on the season, where Cincinnati 14 wins, 3 draws, and 6 losses on the season. So that's why they get that little bit of a bump there in the win probability. At home, though, in the last 5, Real Salt Lake are currently on a 3-match winning streak, where FC Cincinnati are also currently on a 3-match winning streak on the road. And actually, their last 5 form is the exact same: 3 wins, a loss, and a draw. Cincinnati, though, I'm very weary about this because Cincinnati played very well against Inter Miami, almost like they put everything forward against Miami to get the win there. So are they going to relax here in the weekend against Real Salt Lake? But a Real Salt Lake, this is a good side. The expected outcome is a 1-1. I wanted to go with that at first, but I think Cincinnati are just a really good side. The last couple of teams that Real Salt Lake played, Portland Timbers, very inconsistent. Houston Dynamo, not good. St. Louis City, not good. And then they drew with Sporting Kansas City and then beat DC United. So they're not really playing any strong opponent, and that's why they're currently on this streak that they're on. So I'm actually going to say, even with the energy used for Cincinnati to win against Inter Miami, I think Cincinnati are going to go on the road, get the 3 points, and win this match 2-1 over Real Salt Lake. Now for a very good match here in Matchday 26, we have San Diego versus Vancouver Whitecaps. San Diego 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Vancouver Whitecaps 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome is pointing to a 2-2 draw there at Snapdragon Stadium, but a 39% win probability for the away side for Vancouver and a 37% win probability for San Diego in this one. San Diego currently on a 2-match losing streak there at home in their last 5, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses, where Vancouver Whitecaps 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches on the road. Vancouver are coming off of a road victory 3-0 over the Houston Dynamo, but San Diego are coming off of a loss at home against Toronto. 1-0. So right now, San Diego are struggling at home, losing their last two against a Houston Dynamo side and a Toronto FC side. That's not a good look, San Diego. And also, we got to talk about their fans right now. What are y'all doing out there? Why is it I feel like we see a fight every match day out there when you guys lose? Get it together. Like, this is MLS. You're going to lose games. So get used to it. It's every team is going to lose game. Yes, you guys are having a great season, but just chill. Just chill. Anyway, I think this is going to be a good matchup. Vancouver Whitecaps, are they back? Because the two games before this last game, they lost 3-0 and 3-0 to the Galaxy and the Rapids, but go on the road and beat Houston. I think they are. I think that Vancouver is still going to be the best in the West, or one of the best in the West, as well as San Diego. San Diego is looking great, but I'm actually going to say it. I think that San Diego is struggling at home. I think Vancouver's going to go on the road here and win this one 3-2 over San Diego. Next up, we have Portland Timbers versus Minnesota United. Currently, the Timbers, 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses, where Minnesota United, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome pointing in favor of Minnesota United on the road here, 2-1 over the Timbers, with a 50% win probability. It's a pretty good win probability there, with Portland only being a 25% there at home. Portland, though, at home have only lost 2 matches. There's 6 wins and 4 draws. And in their last 5 matches, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. They're at home in the last 5. Minnesota, in their last 5 on the road, though, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Currently on a 4-match unbeaten streak on the road. They are coming off of a loss at home against LAFC, where Portland are coming off of a loss at home against Real Salt Lake. I think this is going to be a good one. It's always hard to win there at Providence Park, but at the same time, they are just not looking. I feel like Portland are very inconsistent this year. Yes, they've only lost 2 there at home, but just the inconsistency of that team is killing me. Minnesota United, kind of the same thing. They only have 2 losses on the road, which is great. Only having 2 losses so far on the road is very good, but they have 5 losses on the season, but I feel like they can't get a really good streak going, even though their last 4, they are unbeaten on the road. So I guess I don't know what I'm talking about there. With this one, though, I think Portland, they're due to have another good game soon. Minnesota, I would like to see them bounce back. I would actually like to see Minnesota win this game. I like Minnesota this season and what they're doing, but I think that they do go on the road and get a point here. I don't think they win. I think Portland don't win there at Providence Park. I actually think this one ends in a 1-1 draw. Now, for the most exciting match of the match day, I'm just kidding. It is FC Dallas versus St. Louis City. Currently, FC Dallas 1 draw and 4 losses in their last 5 matches. And St. Louis City 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 1-1 draw there in Dallas. Dallas getting the 40% win probability, but a close 35% win probability for St. Louis there on the road. Dallas at home not looking that great, a draw and 4 losses. St. Louis City, a 5-match losing streak there on the road in their last 5. Dallas have won both of the meetings that they've had in Dallas, and both of those matches were a 2-0 victory for Dallas against St. Louis. St. Louis are coming off of a 2-1 victory against Portland, but I believe they had a bye week there in the midweek. Dallas go on the road, get a draw with the Earthquakes there in the midweek. But I'm going to say it. St. Louis only have 1 win on the road. Dallas only have one win there at home. I think we're going to see St. Louis get a 2-match winning streak here. I think St. Louis is going to go on the road and beat FC Dallas there at home, and they win this match 2-1 at Toyota Stadium. Next up, we have Houston Dynamo versus Philadelphia Union. Currently, the Dynamo 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 2-match losing streak. Philadelphia Union 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 2-match winning streak. The expected outcome is in favor of the Philadelphia Union, 2-1 over Houston on the road. And Philadelphia have a 63% win probability. There's only a 15% for Houston in this one at home. Houston not looking too bad at home in their last 5 matches with 2 wins and 3 losses. So actually, that is wrong. I thought that it was 3 wins, but I saw it incorrectly. So 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches at home. Where Philadelphia Union on the road, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches on the road. Philadelphia is just a lot better than Houston. That's all I can really say. Houston had 4 wins at home, a draw, and 7 losses, where Philadelphia on the road this season, 6 wins, a draw, and 4 losses. I'm going to have to stick with it. I think that Philadelphia, like I said, are just a better side. They're going to continue to play well. Yes, I did not think highly of them at the beginning of the season, but what they're doing right now is fantastic. And I think that they do go on the road here and win this match. I'm going to go with what the expected outcome is. I think this match ends in a 2-1 victory for the Union. Now, for the biggest matchup probably of match day 26, which is a big rival, we have El Tráfico, LAFC versus LA Galaxy. Currently, LAFC 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches. The Galaxy 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome pointing in favor of LAFC in this one, 2-1, with a 71% win probability for them and only a 12% for the Galaxy. LAFC are looking good. They're just looking good. 3-match winning streak currently, and at home on a 2-match winning streak with 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches at home. The Galaxy, though, on the road, 2 draws and 3 losses in their last 5. The Galaxy are coming off of a loss at home, 2-1 against Austin. They screwed me. I picked the LA Galaxy to straight up win that match because they looked good the 2 matches before that on a 3-match unbeaten streak leading into that match, and then they just kind of folded against Austin. Of all people, Austin. LAFC are coming off of a road victory against Minnesota United, 1-0, and they're just looking good at home, but also their at-home streak there, the 2 games they did play, it was just against FC Dallas and Colorado Rapids, and then losing to Vancouver there at home, 1-0. So their 2 wins, not against great opponents, but we can still say after Galaxy losing to Austin at home, Galaxy aren't all the way back yet. This is a good game. It's going to be a rivalry. It's a rivalry, so it's going to be a good game. And I see that it being a good one, but I'm still in favor of LAFC in this one. I don't think I can agree with the expected outcome. I actually think LAFC are going to get a clean sheet here against the Galaxy, and they're going to win this one 2-0 there in LA. Now, for our second to last match, we have Nashville SC versus Toronto FC. Currently, Nashville, 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches. Toronto FC, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Toronto's actually looking pretty decent here recently, but the expected outcome is in favor of the home side there at Geodis Park, 2-1, and a 55% win probability in favor of Nashville, and a 20% win probability in favor of Toronto in this one. Nashville, 5-match unbeaten streak there at home with 3 wins and 2 draws. Toronto FC, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches on the road, so they're looking fairly good. But also Nashville holding their own against a very strong last 3 opponents, which is Columbus Crew, Inter Miami, and the Philadelphia Union, winning 2 out of the 3 of those matches, and only losing by 1 goal against Inter Miami on the road. Toronto, though, coming off of a strong victory on the road against San Diego, 1-0, and then drawing there at home against Atlanta United. This could potentially be a good game. Nashville might relax in this one maybe a little bit because of how they've played against the strong opponents that they've had here in the last few match days. But I can't go with it. I think Toronto's looking pretty good. They're performing pretty well here in the last handful of matches, but Nashville's just on another level right now. And I think Nashville will win this one pretty easily there at home. They win this match 3-1 at Geodis Park. Now, for our final match this weekend, we have Sporting Kansas City versus NYCFC. Sporting Kansas City, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. NYCFC, 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome is pointing in favor of NYCFC in this one, 2-1 over Sporting Kansas City with a 48% win probability and a 28% win probability for Sporting Kansas City. Though Sporting Kansas City at home in their last 5, a win, 2 draws, and 2 losses, where NYCFC 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses on the road in their last 5. They are coming off of a 2-1 victory on the road against Orlando City, where Sporting Kansas City lost there at home 3-2 against Seattle Sounders in their last match, but it's the Seattle Sounders. These two teams have only played each other twice there in Kansas City in MLS, and they are split, where the last one NYCFC won, and the match before that Sporting Kansas City won. This one I went back and forth on. Sporting Kansas City are averaging about 2 goals a game there at home in the last 5, but they are allowing 2.4. NYCFC are only scoring 0.8 goals in their last 5 road matches and allowing 1.2. So instead of going with the expected goals in this one, I'm actually going to flip that score. I actually think Sporting Kansas City is going to get the job done here, and I think they win this match 2-1 over NYCFC. So that is it for my predictions here for match day 26. Please tell me down below what your predictions are for this match day. Like the video, subscribe, and we will see you for the watch along on Saturday.